Hi folks, it's Stephen from Sound of an Ocean Wave here, and I'm just coming quickly to show a deck that I've received today, and it's the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck. Simon from Hermit's Cave did an unboxing of this deck the other day, and I liked the look of the cards and thought, and it was a reasonable price as well from Amazon, about £12. That'd be about, I think, $15, I suppose, at the most. And it's a different style deck than what I would normally go for, but I was after like a pip deck, because I don't really have one, unless you class the World Unknown. That's pipish, but this is more of a pip deck. I wouldn't say it's a Marseille because it's not in the style of a Marseille, but it's definitely a pip deck, and I want to try and get into pip decks, the non-situational scenic minors, to try and expand my experience with different forms of tarot decks. So this is the box, very lovely box, nice and sturdy, which I quite like, and lovely artwork on the box, and it shows you a couple of 2 or 3 of the cards on the back. I'll put a link to Simon's unboxing below, because he went through each of the cards, and in a live chat that he did, and I'm not going to replicate that in any way. I'll just give my first impressions. Well, not exactly first impressions, because I've actually seen them when Simon unboxed his, but the first impressions of actually having them in my hand. So it's a 2-part box, and it's easy to pull off because it doesn't go all the way down. The lid doesn't go all the way down, so you've got an easy way of pulling it off. So and this is the booklet, little white book, and it gives you, well, first let's it doesn't have page numbers, so I can't really tell you how many page numbers it has, but it has an introduction, how to conduct a reading, drawing and interpreting the cards. It has some spreads, and then what I like about it, it goes through the suits and the elements, what they represent, and it also has the numbers, what the numbers like 1 to 10 or ace to 10, what they stand for, to give you an idea. And I think that's going to be useful to put the suit with the numerological meaning of the minor cards, and use that as a basis for interpreting the cards. Although I think I will try and use my intuition first, and just go to the basic meaning where necessary if I'm stuck. And you have the court cards there, nice little colour pictures, and you've got the different suits and the meanings of the minors there. That goes through all the suits. Then you've got the major arcana, again with the little colour pictures, which is very nice. because it's a non-RWS deck. You've got Justice at 8, and of course Strength will be at 11. And you've got the rest of the majors there, and then that's it. And you've got a bit about the artist, who's known by the single name of Mega Munden, and he's a UK-based illustrator, which is interesting, from my country, a fellow UK person. And his commissions range from illustrations for advertising, fashion, product design, and publishing to a large-scale murals and tattoo designs. So there you go. And he is currently a senior designer at multidisciplinary design agency Isle of Dust. And his previous publications for Lawrence King include the Tattoo Colouring Book, the Tattoo Flash Colouring Book, and Tattoo Colour in Postcards. And then I think the booklet was written by Diana McMahon Collis, and she co-founded the Tarot Association of the British Isles. So so it's quite a nice little booklet, actually. And these are the cards, and I still got the cellophane on. All I did was just remove the cardboard packaging. I didn't want to be messing with that on camera, but I will take off the cellophane, and we'll just have a quick look at some of the cards. As I say, Simon did a very good unboxing, and I was inspired to purchase the deck because it was at a very reasonable price, and yeah, I was inspired. It's not a case of Simon made me do it. It's more like Simon inspired me to do it by showing me the cards. In fact, more accurate would be that the deck itself inspired me to buy it, as Simon was showing it. So the colours in it are lovely, and I like the style of the artwork. And yes, you could quite easily have. I can see why the images are like, you know, tattoo type images. You could have them as tattoos. I'm not into tattoos personally for myself, but I can appreciate a good tattoo, a good design, good artwork. And you know, I have family members who have tattoos, and when they're done well, they can be really good. So anyway, I mean, that's the Ace of Swords. The aces are really good in this. And that two of Swords. So, and you say you've got just the two swords there, but you have got like the rose in the middle, and you've got the, you know, you've got the label Two of Swords at the bottom. I don't mind the border. I don't think I shall trim. I don't mind that border actually on these. And there is a border on the back. This is the back. Quite a nice design. Some might say they might want to trim that. They don't like the border on the back, but I don't mind it. I can live with it. So at the moment, I don't plan to trim, or and I'm not sure about edging either, because I'm not sure what would go here, and I might just leave it as it is for this deck. and you've the Three of Swords. You haven't got you've just got the flower emblem in the middle. You just got the three swords there, but you haven't got the traditional RWS heart being pierced by the three swords. But I think you get you can still get the meaning from on that, and also the fact that you haven't got that traditional image. It can free your mind to be to think more intuitively about the meaning than just relying on that traditional image, and that's what's interesting to me about trying to get into this more pip style deck. And this could be a good bridge. I mean, the Wild Unknown was more towards a pip deck than I'd been used to, so, and I got on very well with that. I think this is like the next step away from that, more closely to a pip or Marseille deck. And then I think if I get on with this deck, then I can move further into perhaps a proper Marseille pip deck, and in that system. So that's, well, that was the 4. That wasn't the 3. This was the 3. Yes, that was the 3. Very cool. You got a spider there. That can be that could be brought into interpretation intuitively at some point. You've got the 5 of Swords. Now the 6 of Swords is, I mean, look at that. Just look at that coloring. Now, traditionally, you have the sailing away on the boat with the swords stuck onto the boat with the 2 people sitting there and the other person rowing the boat. But if you turn it that way, it does look like a bit of a boat with the swords in. So, and then you've got like the sun rays moving towards better things there. So, or, you know, even in that image, I can get the a meaning for this 6 of Swords. The 7 is similar, very similar. If you look at them, I'm doing them sideways. So just a minor difference there. But you do have the labels at the bottom. You do have that design that's different as well, but it's a subtle difference, so you may have to be careful you don't get the 2 mixed up when you're looking at the cards. And they're basically just like that. Going through to the 10 of Swords, you haven't got the body with the swords in his back and the blood and everything, but you can still get that sense of the sword at the bottom and all these on top coming down, are being overwhelmed and overcome. You know, you get the fullness of the suit, and the court cards are very good. I like the knave. It's knave rather than page, and look at that. And then it's got the tattoo there, more of a tattooed youth there, but with the sword, and he's looking at the sword. I like that you get with the getting to grips with the clarity and truth. You've got the knight, no horseback knights, I don't think, in this deck, but you get that sense of the knight, the older youth, young person. The Queen of Swords, got a bit more like a Xena warrior princess type figure, and the King of Swords, very king-like. The older figure, I think some of the other kings are a bit younger looking, but there's nothing wrong with the older man. And you've got the Ace of Cups there. As I say, the aces are really, really good. You've got the Three of Cups, and let's jump to the Six of Cups. You do have the cross and the heart there. Don't know if that would bother some people with the Christian imagery there. Doesn't bother me so much. I can live with that. And I mean, look at the Ten of Cups. I think that's, isn't that the peace symbol at the back there? And then you've got the Knave. Get the right way around, the Knave of Cups, and the Knight. Lovely Queen of Cups. And I think some people said that this was like David Beckham, footballer. I said, and there's the King of Cups, the younger king than was shown in the sword suit. So that's the kind of imagery that you've got there, and that's the Ace of Wands. I mean, look at that, wonderful. And then you've got the Ace of Coins, beautiful. And I liked the Two of Coins because you've got the scales, the balancing of the two there, and there you've got the three of coins. Yeah, it is coins, not pentacles, but that doesn't matter. They are interchangeable, aren't they? You've got like tools there, so you've got that working together, that working in a teamwork kind of represented there. And there, the Six of Coins, you've got like the exchange. You've got like a contract or a message or a letter, the communication there, giving and the taking of the six, and the King of Coins, which, yes, I can see it now, anonymous looking, you know, the and you've got the majors. You've got the Fool, the Magician. You've still got all the elements represented there with all the suits, with the wands, the cups, and sword. So that's the Magician. High Priestess. Also a really good High Priestess. So you've still got the usual elements there. The Emperor. And they can go well together. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot, which is my birth card. Love that. That's a really good Chariot card. Of course, then we have Justice at 8. The Hermit, wonderful Hermit card. Wheel of Fortune. Then we have Strength at 11. Now we have the Hanged Man. Really good Hanged Man, that. Death. Traditional Grim Reaper type card. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. Star. The Moon. That is a very good Moon card. The Sun. I quite like that Sun card. Judgment. Very reminiscent of the RWS. And the World. So yes, a very interesting deck, very reasonably priced, and I'm looking forward to getting to know it and to see how it reads. And the card stock's pretty good, but it reminds me of a playing card, but doesn't feel too bad. And the box is very good, and the booklet. I think it's a great deck for the price that it was, and I'm glad that I was inspired to go ahead and get it. And as I say, at the price that it was too tempting to pass up. And the artwork is beautiful. The colours are very deep, and it shuffles really well. So there you go. That is the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition by Mega Munden and Diana McMahon Collis. So there you go. So until the next time, I will say farewell, and I'll see you soon.